Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome to my channel. This is Gurpreet Kaur Man, your expert in building six-figure careers. If you're new to my channel or if you're new to my LinkedIn, then I would love to introduce you to who I am because you probably don't even know who I am. So my name is Gurpreet Kaur Man. I've been helping career professionals build six-figure careers. I've helped thousands of career professionals land their first six-figure salary jobs, as well as continue to climb up the ladder in their salaries, as well as in their jobs. So welcome. As always, I like to know who you are, where you're tuning in from, so don't be shy. Type your comments, introduce yourself below in the comment section, and let's get this party started. So today's segment is, let me check if we're live. Yes, we're live. Great. So today's segment is going to be all about, actually, let me know if you guys can hear me. I gotta put my AirPods on just so you guys can hear me properly. Still in California. I'm still in California, hence I don't have my mic. I know some of you doing my LinkedIn live with my setup, with my mic, but I'm here in California. And I've been here since November. I'll be here for a few more months, and then I'll be back hopefully in Toronto. So enough about me, but let's get this party started. So first things first, today I'm going to talk about something really, really important. And it's about networking, and it's about informational interviews and coffee chats, why they don't actually land you job offers, let alone job interviews. So if you are tuning in, let me know in the comment section. Feel free to introduce yourself, say hi, don't be shy. Let me know if you're watching this live or you're watching this as a replay. So make sure you introduce yourself in the comment section. And here's why. Here's my biggest advice on why you want to do this. LinkedIn is a very powerful tool. It's a very powerful platform. And it has a ripple effect, meaning when you write a comment on someone's post, even if it's a LinkedIn Live, you're now being exposed to being discovered by thousands and thousands to a million people based on one's reach. So my reach in 1 year has been over 2 million people that my post, my LinkedIn reach. So that's huge. I have over 62,000 followers. I'm hitting close to 30,000 in connections. So every time someone writes a comment on my post, not only are you being exposed to my followers and my connections, but you're being also exposed to every single person that's going to write a comment or any engagement. You're being exposed to their network. You're also being exposed to their followers as well. So huge reach here. My name is Priti. I'm tuning in from Surrey, BC in Canada, and I can hear you great. Perfect. Watching live. Thank you for tuning in, Priti. So again, guys, don't be shy. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Also, I'm experimenting something different because yesterday I went live on a different time. Today I'm going live on a different time, and I just want to see what's the turnout looks like. Okay, so let's begin. I want to speak on today's topic. All about why information interviews and coffee chats don't land you job offers. Let me know in the comment section if you've actually tried reaching out to people to get informational interviews. So people talk about networking, how important it is for you to network when you're looking for a job. And then people tell you, okay, best way to network is send out a bunch of connection requests to everybody on LinkedIn, then ask them for informational interviews, then schedule a 20-30 minute call, or before it was like meet in person, or you schedule it by Zoom, and then you have series of questions you're going to ask them, and a lot of these questions are just you asking them about their job, what they do, how they got into that field. So it's an interview, right? And then a coffee chat. Now, From my experience in as a career coach, I've been doing this for like 5 plus years, actually longer. I've been a coach as long as I've been in HR, so 17 plus years. And the last 5 years that I've been running my coaching program, I constantly hear this. Oh, I send out informational interview requests, no one responds back to me. I remember a couple of years ago, an individual was telling me how they send out 200 um, informational interview requests and only maybe 10 people responded, or 10 people responded and only maybe 5 people actually got on a call, and only one actually turned into an interview, and the interview was with HR. So, and this is why I want to talk about this, why informational interviews do not land you job offers. Actually, heck, they barely even land you job interviews. The most they will do is someone does end up referring you, you'll get an interview call with HR. And let's be real for a second, HR is not decision maker. I worked in HR for 17 plus years, and I can tell you, I was not a decision maker. I was a gatekeeper when I'm recruiting, but I wasn't a decision maker. Decision maker are those that are hiring, what we call them hiring managers. Hiring managers are always decision makers. They decide who gets hired on their team, who they want, which candidate gets selected, right? HR recruiters are usually just doing the screening resumes for them, because we don't want hiring managers to be investing their time into screening incoming resumes. And that's why we have HR and recruiters, right? And what you want to do is, the biggest advice is, if you're serious about landing jobs, then you really need to go into decision maker. And this is something we get taught. I got taught when I was an entrepreneur and learning sales. Salespeople learn this right from their get-go, from their career, that if you want to be successful in sales, you got to cut the middle person out and go straight to decision makers, right? Why? Because middleman is like a gatekeeper to the decision maker. A middleman has no power in decisions. So why are you going to utilize your time and spend time talking to someone who's not a decision maker, who doesn't have the final say? Your return on your time, right? You're losing time and money talking to someone who doesn't have the powers. So what you always want to do is, you want to go and speak to decision makers. So information and interviews and coffee chats, the number one reason why they don't work is they're not strategic, especially the information on the internet. And there's a bunch of questions, like go ask for information interviews and then go interview them and ask them these series of questions about them. So it feels like you're like interrogating them about their job, their career. A lot of people are not going to respond, because unless you are a famous podcaster or you are a TV producer that wants to interview them on their show, likely of someone responding to your request is very, very slim. Let's be real, right? I will not respond to information interviews, but if a producer of a TV show or podcasters reaching out to me, say, I would love to have you as a guest, I'd love to interview on my show, I'll be like, hell yes, right? Heck yes. And that's a big yes. And that's how just the real world works. Now, if you really want these information interviews and coffee chats to convert, here's what you need to do. Number one thing is, before you message somebody, you want to be really strategic in your approach. Number one thing is, reach out to decision makers only. And number two is, before you reach out to them, you got to do your homework and research. You got to know their pain points, their problems better than they do. So if you really want to speak to somebody, you got to speak to them on them. You got to hit their pain points. You have to come across as the expert, right? So number one thing you want to do is, you want to do your thorough investigation on the company. What are the challenges? What are their problems? What are the challenges they're facing? If you truly are an expert in what you do. Now, when I say expert, full disclaimer, I don't mean years of experience. If you're really good at what you do, you will know what are the challenges that your domain industry is facing. Like, I always know what are the challenges job seekers are facing, what are challenges entrepreneurs and business owners are facing. When I worked in HR, I knew what are the challenges each company's are facing when it comes to HR. You have to be master of your craft. And that's what's going to actually land you six-figure jobs, salary jobs, and build a six-figure career is you need to start mastering your craft. So number one thing is start learning about what are the challenges in your industries that's going on currently. This is really easy to do. You can listen to podcasts in your industries. You can be subscribed to blogs, read blogs, follow influencers in your industry. We're talking about the current challenges. Everyone's talking. Everyone's talking. That's the beauty of the world we live in. We have access to information at our fingertips if we want it. Number two thing is before you reach out to a decision maker, you want to get to know their problems better than they do, and that's how you come across as an expert. Again, a simple fix. This is so easy to do. It's called research. Put on an investigation hat and really thoroughly investigate, and that's what Google's for, right? That's why we have the internet. We truly, truly want to really know about a company. We can, and you can. It's simply going way beyond their website. Company's website is not going to teach you about what are their challenges. They're going to talk about the products and their services, right? So if you truly, truly want to get in with the company, get someone on the phone with you or get a meeting with somebody, you have to know their problems better than they know it. And that's your way in. So when you do end up messaging them, you're going to say, hi, X, hi, John, how's it going? I see you're working at X company, you're head of X. I'm really interested to know, are you facing the challenge that many companies in your industry are, right? You got to spell out the challenge and get them to respond back to you. And they're probably going to be like, yeah, we're actually facing this challenge. And again, all this information is going to come from your research. It's not going to come from thin air. It's going to come from doing a thorough research. And then we put those information together to get them to speak to us. People will reach out to you and respond to you faster when you're talking about their problems and making it all about them, whereas if you're talking about you, right? Or trying to get information. Information interviews and coffee chats, the reason they don't work is because you are reaching out to somebody because you want something from them. So we got to switch the game. We got to make it all about them. They got to benefit from speaking to you. It's not other way around. It's not you got to benefit from them. They have to benefit from you. So that's why you should always, always reach out to decision makers, know their problems better than they know it, go in with touching on their pain points, problems, and get them to want to speak with you. And get them to want to confirm they have these challenges. Two, what have they already done to resolve it? Three, you give them some recommendation solution. Hey, I saw this similar problem in X company. I would love to speak to you for 5-10 minutes to troubleshoot how I can help you as well, right? They will, of course, when there's a problem, who doesn't want the problem solved? And then that's how you get them to get on the phone with you. And actually, what I just said is the biggest way for you to actually land interviews and land job offers. When you do this strategy that I just shared with you, you never have to apply to a job online. You never have to submit those applications. You will always be the expert reaching out to people based on their pain points. People are going to want to solve this problem. Who doesn't want to solve $1 million problem? Who wants to sit there and not get results? Every business out there, every company is in the business to make money. You got to show them how you can help them make money by being the expert and master of your craft by talking on the problem. Right? So that's how you can bypass information interviews and coffee chats. And again, you can let me know how many people have. Let me know in the comment section if you've actually asked for information interviews and what were your results. Like, don't send out 200 informational interview requests to really get to really analyze their data. Numbers don't lie, data doesn't lie. Don't continue to keep doing the same thing and expect a different result, right? So try something out, like try it with 10 people and see how many people respond. And that should tell you if your approach is working or not. Common mistake people are making is they think that the more people they reach out to, at least 10 people respond, it's good. No, you want to reach out to 10 people and get 8 people on the phone. So I hope this advice has helped. let me know in the comment section. If you have any questions, please let me know. Now, this is actually one of the best ways to land interviews. It's also the best way to close interviews. So land interviews, close interviews. Again, closing interviews is all about solving problems, right? So ditch the information interviews. Don't ask for information interviews. Don't ask for coffee chats. But what you should really focus on is doing thorough research to understand. So I'm just going to recap what I said. Don't ask for information interviews. Don't ask for coffee chat. Instead, number one step is you've got to go to decision makers. That's who you want to approach. Number two, before you approach them, you do your thorough research to understand the company. What are the challenges in the department? What are the challenges they're facing? Do an extensive, thorough research. Number three is what, based on your findings from your research, is what you're going to reach out to them. So first thing is you say, hi, John, recently maybe there's something recently they got acquired, or maybe they won an award. You start with something positive, then you go straight into, through my research, I found out that you are struggling with, or these might be possible challenges you're dealing with, as X, Y, and Z companies are as well. Get them to respond. It doesn't have to be long. Get away from long messages or DMs on LinkedIn. Go short, go straight to the point. Nice form message to the point. Talk about the pain point and pose a question. You always want to pose a question because that's how they're going to respond back, right? And DMs are great on LinkedIn Messenger. It's great. It's chat, right? So get into those chats. And if you really want to kick it up a notch, you can always record a video, a Loom video. You can use a platform called Loom, LOOM.com. You can always introduce yourself through Loom. And I use Loom a lot, especially when I'm doing, especially when people are reaching out to me about LinkedIn coaching for their businesses. I do a free audit on LinkedIn profile for entrepreneurs and coaches and consultants, and I kind of explain, what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, and all the missed opportunities. So Loom's great. Use Loom. You can always use Loom even when you're introducing yourself to somebody, a new connection request. So Loom is a great video tool to use as well. So you want to leverage some of these tools. Lastly, what you want to do is when you invite someone to book a call with you, and that's how you become an expert and look like a professional and an expert, is you always, when they say, yes, we have this challenge, and you say, hey, do you have 20, 30 minutes? I would love to discuss this with you. I would love to hear about your challenges and give some solutions. And my recommendation, as I've already solved these problems, here's a link to my calendar, book a call with me. So career professionals, you guys, you can easily, there's tons of free tools out there. I use a tool called 1028.com. It's free. It starts free. There's obviously a paid version. It's free to start. It's free to use. Get that calendar link, create your links, sync it with your calendar. You will always come across as professional. You will come across like you're setting the bar, especially if you want to land those six-figure salary jobs and build six-figure careers. You have to have some tools and process put into place that actually make you stand out from the crowd. You always want to stand out of the crowd, not blend in with the crowd. Okay? So I hope this segment's help. I just want to keep it short and light today. And if you have any questions, feel free to type them below in the comment section, and I'll answer them. And if you are interested in working with me, I do have one spot left now in my coaching program that has helped thousands and thousands of people land high-paying salary jobs. It's an 8-week program. Full disclaimer, there is a fee attached to it. It's not cheap. I'm going to be very transparent. It's $5,000 US to be in my coaching program. It's 8 weeks. I do offer a payment plan where we can split the payments. If you want the payment plan, feel free to reach out to me. Let me just go a little bit about my coaching program. I've been successfully running my coaching program for 5+ years. It's helped. I've actually coached over 200 career professionals through my group coaching program. It's small, it's intimate, it's a small group coaching program. The focus in the 8 weeks is, the biggest result that my clients land is within 60 days, they have increased their salaries by 50K to almost 100K. So that's double and triple their salaries. They land their dream jobs. They land actually multiple job offers. They land their dream jobs with their dream employers, and they're happy. They're working in roles that truly make them happy. They're working for companies that treat them so good, so well, that every day they wake up like, I can't wait to go to work. And they're making a difference and impact in this world. And biggest thing is the long-term results that my clients are getting. Their careers set for life. They continue to use the tools and strategies that I teach in the coaching program. I work with you side by side, and they're using those over and over and over. My clients are every year just keep increasing their salaries, keep creating pipelines where job opportunities are coming to them. They're never looking for a job. They don't even have to apply to a job, and job opportunities are just coming to them because they have used my six six figure career method over and over to continue to build themselves as a sought out expert in their field. So if that's what you want to work with the best, I am the best at what I do. It's what sets me apart from many career coaches is that I don't simply teach you tweaks and tricks on writing a resume. I teach you strategies on sales, how to package yourself, how to sell yourself, how to command employers to pay you top dollars, how to actually align with the top tier. So if you missed my LinkedIn Live yesterday, that's what I talked about. There's three tiers of employers. There's a bottom tier that, companies who want the moon and the sky and the star, but they don't have the money, they don't have the budget to pay you. They pay low salaries. Then there are middle tier. These are employers that pay the market rate. So that's the middle rate. Then we have the top tier. These are top-notch employers who want top-notch talent, experts in their fields, and willing to pay top dollars to get you. And that's who I work with is I teach you how to align yourself with the top tier. Top tier doesn't mean they're a large organization. Top tier just means these are organizations that value expertise, they value talent, and they're willing to pay whatever you want. And these are the ideal employers you want to work for because these employers also have amazing company culture. They invest so much money in their talent. And that's who you want to align with. And that's what my expertise is all about. So if you want to work with me, feel free to DM me, reach out to me, and I would love to work with you. I have one spot left in my March program, so feel free to reach out, and I would love to hear from you. Have a rest of an amazing day. I hope you guys have amazing, magical day. And until next time, see you. Bye.